What is up, guys? Welcome back to episode 26. I changed my settings a little bit on my recording software, so hopefully this one will be coming out as a 1080p instead of the 720, as long as everything works out. Also, as you can tell, I went ahead and painted our super mega miner fighter, not fighter, but our super miner ship thing. I did gunmetal on the whole thing, and then I went around and accented with the darker red. Just little spots here and there. I think it looks pretty good. I also added side thrusters on each side, one more in this spot, which was a block. It is now a thruster to hopefully give us a little bit more side to side instead of having only the one. I definitely plan on adding more thrusters at some point when I can find a spot to put them, because the hydrogen thrusters need a conveyor port. I was thinking maybe if I need to, I can put another downward thruster here or a downward thruster on here and a side thruster there. That might be something to consider, actually. But before I do that, I went ahead and grabbed a bunch of stuff for some conveyor tubes, because I believe this one is almost full. It's got a bunch of stuff in it, and I want to bring all of the items out and put them down into the cargo containers down here. So the way I'm going to do that is I'm going to go ahead and just use some conveyor tubes somewhat temporarily. Whoa, okay, so that works. I did it. Add a mod that added some more conveyor tubes, and apparently it just is right there. So when I scroll through, it gives me the new conveyor tubes also. Medium conveyor. Oh. 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 Oh, that is cool. That is cool. Okay. What's going on? Oh, meteor storm. Okay. So that's pretty cool. Lots of new conveyor tubes that are almost the same as vanilla. So I'll go ahead and put this here. Don't need that long of one. Or will the medium one work? Or is that too long? It's almost too long. Oh, there's so many more options. Let's go ahead and put you right here. Medium. Will that work there too? Oh, that'll work. Okay. And then regular and curved. Oh, that's so cool. So these long and medium conveyor tubes are freaking awesome. Instead of placing a bunch of individual ones, I just put the long and medium. That works. But I kind of screwed that up. I wanted to put a sorter, which will fit perfectly right here. And weld it up already. Cool. And let's go ahead and change you drain all on. No whitelist or blacklist. And it should start bringing all of our stuff. Bunch of ice. Should get tons of ice. I think there's a bunch of ice in that cargo container. It's going to bring all the ice, and everything else. It should fill this one up, and then it should start filling up this container next to it. So that should work out pretty well. That way I can get these guys all emptied. I'm pretty sure these ones are empty. It's got a bunch of randomness in it. That one's empty. There's that one, and then there's the one down here also, which I think is empty. Or it's about to be. Oh, it is full of so much stuff. Okay, so we're probably going to fill up like 3 containers downstairs out of the 6 I believe that I have. So that'll be fine. I think there might be 5. But this all should get drained out. Why are you increasing in uranium? Oh, because it's refining uranium. I didn't remember putting... Unless, I don't think it grabbed the uranium out of our container down here. I hope it didn't, because those have speed modules up there, and I want to refine all the uranium with... Holy moly. because I want to refine all of my uranium and stuff with yield modules only. And these guys are just finishing up whatever uranium is left. It looks like. I hope it's not pulling. It shouldn't be pulling from down here because this thing is set up in that direction to drain all. Should be okay. That must just be from some other mining run that I don't remember. But yeah, I'm going to get these guys emptied out. It's going to take a little minute until they are emptied out, but everything should go down to here. That way I can start tearing all of this stuff down, get this cleaned up, get these tubes taken out of here, and get these refineries moved downstairs where they belong, where I can swap yield modules onto them and set them up for some sorting action. Should be fun, should be fun. Alright, so while I let the uranium finish processing inside of all of these refineries here, I'm going to go ahead and take the ship out. I did a little bit more to it. I took the ion thrusters off and replaced them with these slope blocks here, because the ion thrusters just really weren't doing anything. And then I went ahead and added 6 more hydrogen thrusters, 1 reverse thruster here, another side thruster, and another lift thruster on both sides. So the front of it looks a little, it looks crazy. It's got these weird laser drills and some guns and thrusters and everything, and then the back of it's kind of just, it's not as crazy looking, but I like this ship a lot. It's my new favorite thing right now that I have. I'm glad I bought it because it had all of its infrastructure for the most part already. The batteries and hydrogen tank and all sorts of goodies. It's got a large cargo on it as well, and I'm wondering how full I can get this thing, because it does have a full-size large cargo container with 4 million liters worth of room. So I think I'm going to take this guy back out into space. I changed the group for the thrusters so they should all turn on. Cool. Looks good. Got our shield, got plenty of ammo on board. So we're going to take this thing for another spin. So unlock. Got a little bit more lift on it. I didn't add any forward thrusters. I don't really need them. We're right about the same weight that we were before, about 800,000. So I'm going to take this guy up. And I'm going to get some platinum this time. We've got a pretty good amount. I'm going to get some gold too. But I'm going to go to the gold platinum asteroid and get a bunch of platinum. That way that can get processed up as well. We're very good on uranium right now, so I'm not worried about that. I'll probably mine up the rest of it on that asteroid at some point pretty soon, so I can take that marker off and then find another asteroid that has uranium. So our reverse thrusters are definitely a lot better right now. Go ahead and turn our dampers off. Cruise on over to this asteroid and see how much stuff I can take from it. Alright, so that salvage station is still very close to us. I'm gonna have to go take that thing out at some point with the fighter. I want to put some of these burst turrets onto the fighter though, instead of the Gatling guns. That way I can take it out from a distance. But that's okay. We're still going to come in, see if we can get some platinum and some gold. We got some gold right there. There should be platinum. There it is. So let me change the view real quick. Alright, so it looks like that's the platinum, the shiny stuff right here. So we'll go ahead and bring this guy in. Our drills are already on. I keep forgetting to turn them off. I gotta turn those things off at some point. So we'll go ahead and let this thing do its thing. It's getting stone again, of course, but we're getting a pretty good amount of platinum. We still got tons of ice on board, so we're good. Uranium's not an issue. Stone, platinum, this stuff's all coming in. The stone will probably fill up the connector and be a little hard to dump it out, but that's okay. Not too worried about the stone that we're bringing in. I think something that I want to do on this thing is maybe in the tail section somehow incorporate 2 conveyor systems. And of course, here we go. Where are you shooting? Shooting right there. Oh, I see 2 of them. Looks like it's shooting both. That one's gone, coming right at us. Hit the shield. Didn't really phase it. The other one's floating away. We're pretty good. So yeah. So this thing can definitely take care of itself. The shield is completely intact. No issues there. The gun's probably going to use up all of its ammo. I'm actually going to turn it off for now, so it doesn't blow all its ammo on that one little thing that's destroyed. There's 2 more right there. Actually, let's turn those guys back on. So it looks like they have a Gatling gun on them, but they're not doing anything. Got another one that our other gun is shooting at. Yep. I definitely think that those are coming from that salvage station. So these guns are putting in some work. How much platinum do we have? Oh, we got a lot more stone than we do platinum. I'll let the guns take care of the enemy. Change our angle a little bit. See if we can get some more platinum into this thing. 182. So that's going back up. Stone. There's so much stone still coming in. So yeah, I definitely want to figure out a way to put some connectors on the sides or something to where the stone will eject out the sides and not get clogged up in the back. I kind of threw that on temporarily to make sure it works and everything, and it does. So thank you, William. And but I want to put some connectors. I do see some ports right there on the hydrogen tank, but these engines are in the way. I'm gonna get rid of them. They look really cool. So if I get rid of them, I want it to look decent still. So hopefully I'll be able to do that. So I'm going to sit. We're not getting platinum again. Let's change the view. Let's see if I can start taking out the platinum. Because I don't know what those things are drilling. They're going after all that stone down there. There we go. Let's get that platinum. More platinum, please. Alright, so I changed the setting in here. I don't know if it's going to do anything. Settings for collecting, drilling. Stone I disabled. So I don't know if that's going to do anything. Are we collecting platinum again? Not collecting. Still collecting stone. I'm not collecting anything. Maybe there's just like no more platinum left? Still a little bit of platinum left, so I'm thinking... So now it looks like it's not grabbing the stone, because it's all ejecting. So I think it's just drilling the stone, but it's not collecting it, which is cool. And then it still says there's platinum right here. I don't know if that's just always there. So we're not really getting any more platinum left. Let me go ahead and turn the show area off. Okay. And then There's more platinum nearby. Turn the drills off. So it looks like that platinum's on the other side. Bunch of gold right here, though. So you just keep ejecting. We got a critique drone coming in. So I don't know if that thing's going to cause us problems. It looks like it's slowing down. So let me turn my... Yeah, it's just going to sit there for a minute. Let me turn the drills back on. Go ahead and start taking some of this gold. And if I need to, I should be able to just thrust straight up to escape if I need to. We still got more of those little tiny rascals coming in and trying to get us. And there goes that one. And the critique drone is still just sitting there. Not too worried about him. Gold is coming in very nicely. Stone is still clearing out. Oh goodness. What is going on? I'm burning a bunch of ammo, that's what I'm doing. Alright, so that gun's gonna keep shooting. Critique drone is just gonna chill. Let me see how we're doing ammo wise on our guns. We're still pretty good. 77 or 71 and 88. Not bad. And the ammo for these things is not too hard to make, so I can refill that. Gold wise, we're at 400,000, still climbing. Stone is still clearing out. I'm glad it's not collecting anymore. I'm glad I figured that little thing out. The design you're building looks familiar. Simmered down. Did you steal it from someone more talented? What design are you talking about? I think it's just trolling. Kind of like the hacker drone. I think that's what those things do. Pretty annoying. I'm not going to go after it, obviously, with this thing, especially with how heavy it's getting. Stone is pretty much gone, it looks like. Got just a little bit left, so that's super cool. I don't have to get the added conveyors and connectors to dump stone, because now they're just not collecting stone. So that is pretty cool. I'm going to turn this guy up, start aiming right here, see if it'll start taking out that gold on the front, and it sure is. Yes, we are almost 1 million gold. That is insane. Wow, this thing is working excellent. Now the big question is, are we going to be able to get back to the moon just fine once this thing gets really heavy? We're not even getting anywhere near close to the container capacity. And I was thinking about changing out the large atmospheric thrusters for large cargo containers. Definitely not going to do that, because we're barely an eighth full on this thing. So those thrusters will go away for something else. I might try to expand the living area a little bit and put a couple more H2O2 generators in, because I might use the upgradable hydrogen thrusters on this thing, or at least a couple of them that I can turn on and off. I'm convinced you got your engineering license from a box of cereal. That's funny. That's really funny. But yeah, I want to use some upgradable hydrogen thrusters. They draw so much hydrogen though, so I can always put those things on in a separate group that I can turn on and off for if I'm extremely heavy or something. I can use them to help me land if I need to land somewhere that has an atmosphere. If not, if I'm in space, it's not really a big deal at all, because weight is, there's no weight in space. So I can fill this thing up and fly around in space all I want. It might just be hard to stop and slower to take off and everything, but I don't have to worry about an atmosphere, which is nice. Alright, so we got just over 2 million gold and a few 100,000 platinum. I'd say that's probably enough. We're pretty heavy right now. Almost twice as heavy as we've been before when we come back to the moon. So I'm gonna take this guy, and ooh, it is heavy. I'm gonna probably add some more gyroscopes to this thing. And go ahead. I've seen more creativity from children in their building blocks. Okay. A little corrupt drone. That's cool, I guess. What are you shooting at? More of those little antenna guys. Let's change our view. I'm gonna go ahead and head back to the moon base, hopefully, and try to get this stuff unloaded. Hopefully I can go into the moon's atmosphere okay. I guess we'll see. Alright, so I can see the lights on the base. We're slowly making our approach. Turn my dampers back on. It's fine, I'll burn the hydrogen just to make sure that I don't crash and burn. So we're sitting just over 3 million grams. No, 3 million kilograms. So we're pretty heavy, that's for sure, but so far we're not having any issues. And we're just about at the full moon gravity, and yeah, this thing is flying really well. And then the A gravity, I don't know what the A gravity is. It's 0.15 right now. Normally it's 0.3. So that's pretty interesting. So go ahead and bring this guy in nice and easy. Change the view. Alright, so this thing at a quarter of the large cargo container's capacity is flying just fine. So that's good news. We can fill up even more. It's like testing period to see how much I can fill this thing. And at 3 million, we're pretty solid. Go ahead and come in. It has very good control. I do want to add another gyro onto this thing though. Come down. It's about right about there. There we go, ready to connect. I'll go ahead and turn our thrusters off. Hop out, and we should be emptying all of the precious stuff. The platinum first, and then the gold. We'll get this thing emptied out. And now all of our refineries should be done processing up all this uranium, I hope. So that's all empty. Let me go ahead and make sure that they're all empty. Looks like they are. Sweet. So what I can do is, I don't know if these building repairs down here can reach. Maybe this one can reach. About to see. So I'm going to grind these things down. I'll start with all of the upgrades that are on. And once my inventory fills, this stuff should get collected. Are you gonna get collected? Yep, okay, cool. So I should be able to grind all of this stuff down. It'll all get collected. Or it should. Back here, I'm not sure. Are you gonna get collected up too? Let's see. Oh, alright, cool. So that's gonna get collected. So I'll go ahead and go through, grind all of this down, refineries, everything. And then we'll go ahead and start building the new refineries. So I'm pretty sure that you can see here, fully recharged, stored power, yada yada. I think that ship is powering all of this because I took the uranium out of these two reactors here and they're still charging and everything. So I think when this thing is connected, it's charging everything. That's pretty cool, man. Alright, so I'm going to take these guys out. And you should still be... yeah, alright, that's cool. So you are almost empty. Come on, finish. There we go. So you're empty. And these should be empty. This is pretty much gone. Still got this guy connected here. Going down to that container. So if I take out this container, once it's empty, cool. Inventory pretty much full. So if I deposit it into here, it should, cool, emptying. So now I gotta take out all of these tubes. Alright, so as you can see, that was a huge pain getting the inside of this old base grinded down. Took out the refineries, this whole cluster of stuff here, and the reactor, as well as the force field, which took many trips. But this thing is now fully loaded with tons of good material, 6,000 reactor components, not very many field emitters. I feel like there should be more than that. Maybe not, I'm not sure. I feel like there should have been more field emitters than that from the field thing. Interesting. What about, I don't know if I can access it anymore. I know I got the grinders. Oh yeah, I still have all the guns on top of this thing. I got these grinders over here still. So there's still a ton of stuff. Can't access the inventory of these apparently. No, those are the conveyors. So if I go right here, inventory, do you guys have stuff inside of you? Large cargo conveyor. Got loads of missiles and rounds of stuff left over. Not too much. Conveyor sorter's got a bunch of stuff in it. Where's that? Conveyor sorter. Is it this guy? Are you the one that has a bunch of stuff inside of you? No, that's number 6. I don't... Is there a sorter in here? Oh, this guy. Are you the one? that's got a bunch of stuff inside you? You are. So I can't move you. But this thing is full of all kinds of stuff. The rest of the base I'm gonna grind down once I make a grinding ship, because I'm not doing all this by hand. No thank you. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bring old something or other. This thing needs a name. This awesome ship needs a name at some point, but I don't know what to name it. Energy low, yes I know. So we'll go into here. Let me go ahead and recharge while I'm in here real quick. And I'm gonna go pick up all of the stuff that I grinded down. It should drain into here, and then I can move it from there to the new base, and all of it should go into the nice new large cargo containers. That's the plan, at least. So we'll go ahead and turn our thrusters on. We should be empty, looks like it. Cool. Go ahead and unlock, and we'll move this bad boy over to this connector here. I wonder if there's a way. There's probably not. But I was wondering if there was a way for the drills on this thing to be kind of like grinders. I don't think that there is. We'll get pretty close right about here. Go ahead and drop and connect. Ready to. Go to the inventory, and we should start bringing all of that stuff in. Oh, there we go. Alright, so I got 12,000 uranium here. A bunch of that is probably going to end up going into the ship's reactors, which is okay. Get those guys recharged a bit. And then 6,000, bunch of this stuff. Common components, very nice. So we'll get this guy filled. We'll take a look at the large cargo downstairs and see how we looking. Inventory is pretty much done. So ice and ammo, apparently I need to set on the sorter, which is right here, because we want that stuff out as well. So we'll click on you. Whitelist, components, hand tools, ingots, ammo, and ice. Where's the ice? Right there. Add that as well. Now we should be clearing. There we go. There we go. We'll fill this thing up with ice. And ammo is good, right? We got some NATO containers, got a bunch of missile containers. And I might actually put a missile launcher on this thing. One of these little guys right here. I want to put one somewhere. The parachute hatch I'm gonna get rid of because I don't need a parachute. I'm gonna be pretty much in space forever. And if I ever go to Earth or something, I'm good. I don't know. I don't need a parachute on this thing. That's for sure. Let's go take a look inside and see how we're looking. Open new. Actually, I can go right here. Inventory. Survival kit. Large cargo is still filling with ice. We'll get this thing pretty loaded up. Up in the cockpit, we're looking around to almost 3 million. But I already know that I can carry a lot more than 3 million, and the ship will fly just fine, so that works. How are we looking? We're looking almost there. Still going. A little bit left. And then the azimuth batteries here, I'm gonna take one of them out. Yep, I know that these batteries take quite a bit of space as well. Yep, inventory full, thank you. Go ahead and grab the remaining components. I can actually grab a couple of these guys, and that way I can throw a couple azimuth azimuth batteries onto this guy. I can take out a couple of the old batteries here and put a couple azimuth ones in, and then we'll really be rocking it. We'll be riding in luxury. We'll take a look. I think we're about done bringing stuff in. So we'll go ahead and hop into the seat. Are we really 4 million? Oof. Alright, so unlock. Oh yeah. We're about 1 million heavier than we were before. Ooh, gonna need to put some more gyros on this thing. It is heavy and slow, but still flying. So we'll go ahead and bring this guy up to here. There we go. Ready to connect. I'm going to leave the thrusters on for now. Take a look in here. We should be draining. There we go. Okay. There we go. Alright, cool, we're draining. The ice, I'm not sure if it's going to drain because I don't remember if I set up the sorter to take ice out. I'm pretty sure I told it to leave ice alone. We got whitelist, components, hand tools, ingots. And that's pretty much it. So I don't have ice set. And if I set ice, I don't want to take all of the ice out because I do want this thing to have a pretty good amount of ice left inside. So once this thing is done draining what it needs to drain, which is already done. Okay. So I got that. Ammo. The ship only. Yep, got plenty of ammo. Got a bunch of ice in the O2 generator here. Loads of ice in this generator here. And crazy crap ton of ice in this generator here. So I think what I'll do is turn you. So if I switch this guy to take ice out temporarily, ice, so if I add that, hop into the ship real quick, if I can get there quick enough, close you, hop into the seat, inventory, and we watch this guy, assuming it doesn't take all the other ice. Looks like we're good right there. So I just keep an eye on this, and once it gets to about 200,000 or so, I'll disconnect and then switch the filter back to not take ice, and then we'll be good. So just about there. Go ahead and hit about the 300,000 mark, and I will disconnect. And right about there, and unlocked. So now we've got about 320,000 on reserve, plus the 107,000 inside our generators here, which you can see it's already running. So hop out, go ahead and close the door, and then we'll switch this guy back to remove ice. And then is there a scrap option? Scrap metal, we'll add that. because I do have a little bit of scrap metal inside this thing that I do want to get rid of. And then that way, if I do run into more scrap metal, I won't have to worry about it. So if I go ahead and come back down, connect, the ice should stay, scrap should go. There we go. Perfect. Perfect. Alright, so the ship is good now. And then the base over here is pretty much empty, aside from it's got a little bit of guns and stuff left on it. So I do want to, now that this has drained everything, I want to put the force field back. But I'm not too worried about that right now. I do want to get the refineries set up. So if I go ahead and I want to, so underneath one of these cargo containers, I want to put some conveyors. So if I take that one right there out, and then, so I got the conveyors already, do junction and grab quite a few. I'm going to leave the color the way it is for now. So I'll put that junction here, and another junction under that. And then if I do build and repair, which I can make right now, if I rotate you, right, left, yeah. So I'll put it right here, and I'll put another one here, and I'll probably put another one there as well. And do I not have enough steel plates? I thought I had a ton. I do have a ton. So why is it not building the rest of this? Put you here and there. And if I go to you and change your stuff, fly mode on, should, okay, I'll build you, and then I'll change you as well, fly mode on, same goes for this one. Fly mode on, and then that will cover most of what I need. And I think I might actually put the refineries in the back. Maybe. So I go here. These things are going to make really quick work. And two, it's right here. So that way I can set up my sorting system back here. I don't know exactly how I'm going to do that yet. Let me clear this out. Let me get everything I need ready so I can make the refinery sorting system thing. I want to put a junction here with a sorter here and a sorter right there with another junction here. So it'll pull the whatchamacallums, the ore out, and then it'll suck the ore back in right there. So then if I put another junction here and a normal angled something or other right there, all right, and that should be pretty much it for the sorter. So this is going to pull, it's going to whitelist Ingots, ingots, ingots. Where are you at? Right. Right. Where's the normal ingot? Where's that? Oh, yeah, there we go. So add ingots. Drain all on. And then for this guy, that will be whitelist or add drain all on. So drain all ores into here, and then this will take ingots only and back up and then in, theoretically. So that means as far as the refineries are concerned, I'm going to go ahead and add, and then let me clear inventory and grab a refinery, and then the refinery should have, doesn't have a port on the back. So if I do, actually, so if I go right here, no, like that, the refinery right there, and take this guy and put yeah, we'll do it. Oh, no. Need interior plates. Alright, so let's go. Right there. Then that should work. Whoops. And as soon as that's welded, it should start working. Perfect. Alright, so it is working. Now, I need yield modules because I want to get as much as I can from you. So I'll do the yield module and grab a couple, even though it's going to weld it for me. Right there, 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 and there. That was fast. Okay. So now we should be bringing in a good amount of uranium. The roof is not quite high enough to where I can stack these, but I could put a bunch of them, and then I do have this junction here. Ooh, actually, let's try, do I have everything? Okay. Let's extend this platform a bit. Whoops. Don't weld that. Come on. There we go. So that's good. So now if I do another refinery, if it'll let me, very nice. Nope, nope. Right here. Okay, so if I do another one right there, that'll leave me room for more upgrades. And if I do the yield modules on this as well, but if I flip them like this, and then do another conveyor block with tubes, that should start working as well. Weld that up, come on. And there we go, perfect. It's coming out, coming in. Alright, alright. So that looks pretty good. And if I just build the row down that way, That will be awesome. I'll hop in here and recharge my stuff. The refineries are looking out, or working out pretty well. I'm going to go ahead and build probably 14 more of them. I'm going to run a row of them and see if they can keep up with the one sorter that I have bringing stuff out. It should, because uranium takes ages to refine. So you can see, yeah, that's going to be a long time going. I'm going to build this deck all the way across, and I'm going to go ahead and build it up right here. And then the build and repairs will be underneath. There's 3 of them here, and I can place them pretty much anywhere and they'll just work, which is freaking awesome. So I'm going to go ahead and build up this deck and build a bunch more refineries, and I'll be back. Alright, so I've got 14 refineries so far, all with yield modules. And they're not all completely full with uranium anymore, because I think we had 1.4 million. But if we have 14 refineries, each holding 200,000, so these take everything. And then they got some gold in them as well. Platinum, getting ready to process. So all of our uranium ore is gone. All of our gold ore is gone, and all of our platinum ore also looks like it is gone as well. Large cargo. Nope, we do still have a bunch of gold and platinum ready to go in here, which I believe this is getting sucked in. Maybe not. But we are getting insane amounts of uranium. And now our ship is taking the full demand of all of the power needs. Current output 1.7, current input 1.47 as well. So the ship is taking the brunt of the load, which I don't want, because if I take the ship off, then there's no power on this base. So this base needs power. Power, I don't know where I'm going to put it quite yet, because this is kind of like the production area. Got the large cargoes and the refineries and stuff. So I might actually put a couple batteries right there. Let's do that. Just for now, we'll do azimuth. Oh goodness, there's a lot of azimuth stuff. Azimuth battery. And it'll let me place it. That's good. So if I put you, we'll say kind of like that and that. Those should get welded up fairly quickly. Very nice. Okay. And you are inputting 7.5 megawatts. Not a lot, but it's something. And then temporarily I do want to put a couple of reactors in, but I do want to do the azimuth reactor as well, but the small one, azimuth reactor, that's it's heavy. Azimuth fusion reactor, tiny 2 point. Azimuth fusion reactor, tiny 6 point. What's the difference? A little bit more motors on that one. So let's do this tiny 2 point. Don't need anything, so it's kind of a temporary reactor that I will put right there. This thing will get welded up, and then I can go ahead and throw a little bit of uranium in it just to hold this over for now. So inventory, I'll bring in, oops. We'll do about 100 uranium for now. This thing, what do you put out? Put 45 megawatts out, which will give us an input of 18, output of pretty heavy amount. Are we really outputting that much? I might have been draining the batteries on the ship above. So let's make another one of those, because I know that I can. I'll put 2 of them. And we'll put another 100 uranium in that one as well. And then that should definitely hold us over. And there we go. And now, there's no way these refineries are using that much power. What is going on? Where is all of our power going? How are you looking power-wise? You're looking good. You're looking good. Current input 10 megawatts, output not very much. So there's no freaking way that those refineries are drawing that much power. There we go. Okay, so 2 megawatts, input 30. Okay. I'm going to leave these both because one of them will finish running at some point. Once these guys get full, then only one reactor will be running and it won't be drawing too much power. So I'm going to leave those like that for now. I'm going to go ahead and recharge my energies. Alright guys, so right here is dead center, where it's supposed to be, dead center of the silo here. And right here I'm going to put a floor in, and this is going to be the bottom of the silo. And then of course there's this room here, and I think I'm going to close off these side spots. I might put a door over here. And then inside is where all the juicy base stuff is going to be happening. Our batteries are fully charged up here. Working pretty good. Got myself a nice medical station. Get charged up. I turned off my building repairs just so I can get that little section laid out. But now I can turn them back on. So build and repair systems, all 4 of them on, and they should be able to make quick work of getting all this stuff welded up. But yeah, so I'm gonna put, I think right here, dead center is where I'm gonna put the force field emitter, and then I can adjust it how I want to where it'll cover the top opening of the silo. And that's probably going to do it for this episode. I just want to get my force field set up again. And I think the emitter right here, dead center, is a pretty good spot for it. I might actually take out both of these blocks here and kind of sink it to where it's level with the floor, if it'll let me do that. That would be pretty cool. And then that way all of inside of here will be completely protected with the dome, because I should be able to adjust it. If I remember correctly, I can adjust it and offset its height and everything like that. I'm gonna let these guys finish welding up the floor, and then I'll probably take you and you out, and then I might try maybe it will let me put it here, kind of sunken in a little bit. That would be pretty cool. And then that way this is all open, and then I'm gonna have different connectors inside here to, I don't think that thing will fit down here. But like the smaller ships, like the fighter and everything, I want to have connectors set up to where I can bring them down, connect, and they can chill out and stay replenished with all of their resources and stuff. So that would be pretty cool. I'm gonna let these guys finish welding up, and we'll see if we can get this force field out. Alright, we got some fighter drones coming in. Let me hop into the fighter real quick. Where are they at? I want the fighter to take the brunt of the damage. Here we go, here we go, here we go. I think we're good. I don't think I took too much damage. Now, where's the base? Whoa. There we go. I don't think they made any damage over here. I don't know what they're shooting at, but I'll let them do their thing. You guys just keep shooting at whatever you're shooting at. I'll bring the fire back in. They are definitely shooting at something. But what? There's literally nothing out here. I'm gonna relog and see if they'll stop shooting at whatever they're shooting at and wasting all of that ammo. Alright. They stopped shooting. That's good. I don't know what they were shooting at, but I'm sure I lost quite a bit of ammo. Anyways, before those drains came after me, I made this little hole here, which I should be able to put this emitter in. There we go. And then deposit all the items that I have on my inventory. And then it'll take a while, but they should be able to weld this thing up. And then hopefully I will have a shield around the silo. But it's going to take them a while to weld this up. So I will be back once they are done welding this thing up, which they stopped. Why did you stop? What are you missing? Missing items, field emitters. I thought so. So I need to build an assembler. Put it here for now. Not there. Need steel plates. Of course I do. Okay. Put you here. clear the inventory, and then do speed modules. I'll put one under right there, one right there, one on top, and one over on the side. Like, oop, there we go. Okay, so that's all done. Get those welded up, and then I should be able to make production, field emitter. Where you at? Where is, there it is. And I need how many? How many of those did I need? I need 832. Holy smokes. Alright, so let's do 1,000. Why not? Iron, platinum, silicone should not be a problem. There we go. So those things are going to assemble. Apparently those do not, when you grind something down, apparently the field emitters don't come with it. But that is going to take a while. I'm going to let those assemble for a while. Try to get this thing done up. It shouldn't take too long. It seems to be going pretty quick. So I'm going to let that finish up. And we'll see if we can get a shield on this thing. You're a pretty kitty, huh? Oh, there we go. It's about done. Now it's generating a shield somewhere. Still going, powering up. Come on, come on. Power up faster. I want to know where you're going to put a shield. Almost there. Come on, come on, come on. Finish. Oh, you're so close. You're so close. Come on. Give me a shield. Oh, you're taking a while. Are you draining my power? Is it draining the power? Let's see. No, no, we're doing good. Current output 19 megawatts. Yeah, I know my energy's low. Let me go ahead and recharge it real quick. I love the medical bays. They're really quick. And how are we looking? Oh, I see it. It's right there. Okay. So, I think what I'm going to do, because I can see it, I'm going to clear this stuff out. I need a flight seat. Flight seat, control station. Let's do the control station. Right click. I'm going to put the control station up here so I can see exactly where the shield is going. Actually, I'll put it right about here. Put it there. Let's enter the flight seat. Can't really see anything, but let's go ahead and go control shield, shield emitter, shield ship controller, shield controller. Is the shield controller shield charge rate with height offset? Oh, I see it. Go right about there. Let's see. So that's almost. So that pretty much covers the silo itself. So if we do some width, let's change the width on this thing a little bit. Shield controller. So the height offset is pretty good. We'll do 31. And then shield width, height, and depth. We'll do depth about... Can I control click you? Okay. So we'll do 45. Shield width 45, and then let's take a look. Okay, that's a little bit better. That completely covers the silo. Everything under the ground I don't really care about, because if something comes to attack us, if it can destroy that much earth or moon terrain, good for them. So we're looking good. That's pretty good coverage. I'm gonna increase the height a little bit. I might increase the width and depth a little bit more as well, because power is not an issue. Height offset, and then shield height. Control click, we'll do 45 for you. Width, we'll do 55, because why not? And then depth, 55 as well. Cool. Power scale, don't care about you. Shield charge rate, percentage of power the shield may consume. All of it. Duh. Shield status up. HUD. Hide shield's health on hit. Show refresh animation. Shield look medium reflective is good. Always visible. Depth offset. I'm not worried about that. Let's see how we're looking. Oh, this thing's big. Yes. Yes. That is good. I like that. Alright. So it covers... almost covers this ship. I'm not worried about that though, because this is a temporary tube. My fighter is within this shield, and it has its own shield. So we're good there. And then once we get down here, the shield ends right there. So that's okay, because down here... oh, we got a Tesla drone incoming. Corrupt Tesla drone. So we're inside the shield, outside the shield, inside the shield. Okay, let's get in the fighter. We'll let these guys take that thing out. Hopefully it doesn't have missiles. And it's gone. Cool. Alright. So that thing is pretty much gone. I'm going to leave the fighter right here. And then the shield is pretty much covering all of the silo. Exactly how I want it to. Perfect. Let's take a look at the power draw, because once we get down here, there's no shield. And then power. Our output is 2 megawatts. So we're outputting almost 6 megawatts-ish total, which is nothing. And both of these guys can handle it no problem, because they put out about 90 megawatts. And then as far as the refineries go, I believe they are still running, cranking out uranium. So those are perfect. All right. Inventory on our large cargo shows we don't have very much ore. Refineries, build and repairs. So we're looking pretty good. We still have tons of gold ore to be processed. So I'm gonna have to put more of the refineries down, because with all of the yield modules, they are pretty slow. But I'm not too worried about that right now. Right now I'm happy that the silo base is covered as a shield pretty much all the way up to right here. And then all beyond that, if some sort of enemy can get past the shield and blow up all the terrain around, all the dirt that's between here and down here, I don't think that's going to happen. So I think we're pretty solid right now. I've still got this base over here that I need to take all these missile turrets and CWIS turrets and everything useful I need to take out and bring back to the new base. This is good for 9 days. Fully depleted in 9 days. That's insane. But the missile turrets, which I think there's a spot right here, still have a bunch of missiles. So I'm going to leave them for now. I'm not too worried about it. That's kind of a later project. But right now I'm very happy that the refineries are working. We have an assembler and we now have a shield, which is buried under here. And it is working perfectly. That's going to do it for this episode, guys. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for the next one. It's going to be good. Later.